Good morning. Welcome to your 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. We have some rainfall across the region this morning. That's going to be the case throughout much of the day today. We'll also have a very slight chance of a thunderstorm, around a 15% chance of that throughout much of the day. We'll see periods of heavy rain today. Total rainfall looks like anywhere from about 1 to 3 inches across the area. We do see a training of some convection or heavy rainfall. Those locations could see that higher amount of 2 to 3 inches. But in general, going to see that 1 to 3 inch range across the peninsula today. So lots of rainfall. We'll also see some breezy conditions at times today with some weak area low pressure moving through the region. When those do move through, we'll see a surge of our winds for a few hours, then die back down after the area low pressure moves north of the area. So taking a look at our current sounding from this morning, freezing level at 10,700 feet, winds out of the east-southeast at the low levels around 6 knots, then becoming more southwesterly as we move in the upper levels, seeing a peak wind 25,000 feet out of the southwest at 54 knots. Our current surface analysis, we do have an area low pressure just off to our south that's going to be moving through the region in the next few hours. Additional area low pressure that's going to be moving through the area for this evening. That's going to give us another chance of some moderate to heavy rainfall for the evening hours, as well as a very slight chance of a thunderstorm. So taking a look at our current satellite as well as radar composite, you can see here rainfall moving in the region, pockets of moderate to heavy rainfall across the area. We'll be seeing this area low pressure currently across the Virginia-North Carolina border moving to our region in the next few hours, and that's going to give us a period of some heavier rainfall. And then we'll see this area of some higher DBZs currently across South Carolina with the association of additional area low pressure moving to our region for this evening. So we could see a brief lull in the rainfall early this afternoon with the area low pressure moving north of our region. But overall, going to see rain throughout the day today in general. So taking a look at the HRRR model for today, you can see the heavier rainfall moving through for this morning into the early afternoon hours, and the HRRR does give us that break in the shower activity around 3 to 4 o'clock this afternoon, and then picks it back up thereafter with additional area low pressure moving in the region, giving us a chance of some rainfall and possibility of some moderate to heavy rainfall as well. We'll see that rainfall most likely with a second area of low pressure moving through between about 8 p.m. and midnight, and then thereafter should see some clearing across the region in terms of rainfall. I'll still see some cloudiness across the region, but overall seeing some drier conditions for Thursday across the area. Should be a fairly good day in general, a slight chance of a shower in the morning, but otherwise going to see dry conditions for our Thursday. Taking the European model, looking at the long range here, you can see that area low pressure moving through for this evening. Then we see high pressure building in for Thursday afternoon to Friday, and we see another system moving through for Saturday. Looks like the system should start impacting our weather by the second half of Saturday with some rain showers, and then we'll see a cold front move through for Saturday night into Sunday, and a possibility of a thunderstorm with this cold front as well. We'll see a deepening area low pressure just off to our north and to our west. We'll be in the warm sector of this, and that should allow for us to have a little bit of instability and a possibility of a thunderstorm. And moving into Sunday, we'll see much cooler air mass moving in the region, windy conditions for Sunday and Monday, temperatures more towards seasonable averages with some cooler overnight lows as comparatively what we've had recently. And then for into Tuesday, we'll see some breezy conditions during the morning, early afternoon hours, but high pressure building in from the west should give us dry conditions for Tuesday of next week. So taking a look at our risk chart for today, red condition for our rain for the daytime hours into about midnight. We'll see those winds southeasterly with that first area low pressure moving through for early this afternoon, gusting to 23 knots, and then with the second area low pressure looks like we'll turn southerly again to southeasterly with a gust possibly at 23 knots. Our high today around 58 degrees, low tonight of 49. We'll see ceilings below or around 500 feet throughout much of the day today, so looking like we'll have periods of ceilings below 500 feet. And we'll also see that chance of some heavy rain across the region throughout the day today. Could see some localized ponding in some low-lying areas, as is typical with periods of heavy rain. So we'll look at the next 24-hour terminal forecast. Going to see those low ceilings in the region throughout the day today. We'll see ceilings I mentioned between about 300 to 1,000 feet throughout the day today, and periods below 500 feet as is indicated on the risk chart here. we'll see chances of some heavier rainfall, as well as a 15% chance of a thunderstorm between now and 1400 local, and then picking that back up between between 20 local and midnight tonight with that 15% chance. Tomorrow morning, we'll just deal with some mostly cloudy to overcast skies across the region. Drier conditions for Thursday, as I mentioned, with tides about a half to 1 foot above normal currently. So for Thursday and Friday, overcast, mostly cloudy, slight chance of brief rain shadow in the morning, slightly breezy, high 59 degrees. For Thursday, seeing that chance of rainfall about 20 to 30% during the morning. Not going to see a lot of precipitation, just a few sprinkles possible. Thursday night, mostly cloudy, partly cloudy, low 41. And for Friday, partly to mostly cloudy and slightly breezy, a high 55 degrees. So next 7 days, we'll see those temperatures in the upper 50s today and tomorrow, mid-50s on Friday, back in the upper 50s on Saturday, with that rain coming in during the evening hours. And then we'll see temperatures back in the mid to lower 50s for Sunday and Monday with windy conditions. Could see wind gusts between 40 and 45 miles an hour for both Sunday and Monday, so some windy weather across the region. For the second half of the weekend, start of the next work week. And then Tuesday, as mentioned, looks like we'll have some fairly nice conditions. High pressure building in from the west, high in the upper 50s to lower 60s across the peninsula with some partly cloudy skies. Well, that's going to complete our 10 a.m. daily weather briefing. I hope everybody has a great day today. Back tomorrow morning, 8:15, 10 a.m.